my lovelies, thank you for joining me. I'm so happy you're here. Let's find out what Spirit wants you to know today. Thank you for liking the video. As always, I really appreciate the energy exchange so much. I feel like your person, what I'm hearing is escapism. So they're just like trying to get out of their feelings, trying to ignore their feelings, trying to get away from their feelings by daydreaming or dissociating or just getting involved in something, drinking too much, gaming too much, something like this. I feel like your person may be dodging you a little bit. Like maybe you're connecting, but every time you want to talk about the future or something serious or how they feel, or you want them to understand how you feel, they try and dodge that. Excuse me. So it's like they don't feel comfortable talking about the deeper things, which really helps you to connect. So they're okay if things are just fun and superficial or just on the surface or a little bit lighter. There's this kind of bandwidth where they feel comfortable. And if you invite them to go a little bit deeper and be like, let's really talk about this so that you can connect, so that you can understand each other, so that you can meet each other's needs, they get a bit freaked out. They feel a bit vulnerable, is what I'm seeing. There may have been like quite a lot of drama in this connection. They may have created some drama between you. They may have like blown up, right? Some sort of rage, some sort of anger, some sort of intense kind of confrontation is what I'm seeing between you, or just like there's a lot of drama in general, or it could just be one specific thing that I'm seeing here. There's something here that made them feel like really triggered, and that could have caused them to blow up in your face or to push you away, something like this, or to say something that they didn't mean. So it's just like they can't identify the trigger. They don't understand it. They don't understand what set them off. So, but I think maybe you've got more of an idea now. Maybe you didn't realize it was a trigger for them. Maybe you didn't realize. It feels like you're having to tiptoe around them now, or you're tiptoeing around the issue, is what I'm seeing. This person may have ghosted you as a result of that. There's something here. You've got a connection with this person, no doubt about it. It feels like it's like an established connection. You've got to know each other, or you're in a relationship with them. But this person is such a strong energy that you don't know what's going on. And you don't know what's going on because they're not giving you anything. They're not giving you anything to go on. They either won't talk to you at all, or they won't talk to you about what it is that you want to talk about, if this is your message. They're being a little bit elusive, like they're not making time for you, or if they suspect that you want to talk about the big stuff, the big issues, suddenly they don't have time, or they can't take your call, or you know that they've like declined your call, or they've left you on red, or something like this. Very painful for you, very confusing. I can tell you what's going on if you're confused. This person is associating some sort of negative emotion with this connection right now because of this trigger. And this is an unhealed wound that they have got going on. So there's something like this where it's just like, they feel too uncomfortable, they feel too vulnerable. And so instead of like dealing with it or working through it or figuring it out or healing it, they're just avoiding it. This is what I'm seeing, and this is very painful for you because they've left you hanging, they've left you dangling, you don't know what's going on with them. You know, is this connection over? Are they still interested? I think that's your question today. Is there still more in this? What have I done? Because I feel like this came out of the blue where you weren't expecting it. There's some sort of, I'm seeing like a spider's web. There's some sort of connections here, joining the dots. That's going to happen. This person they've taken a few steps back from you, but it feels like it was a surprise, like you weren't expecting them to do that. You thought that everything was going really well. You thought that you were connecting, you were having a good time, and now this has happened, okay? They are like almost like addicted to you, to your energy, to your high vibration, to your divine energy, is what I'm seeing. You've had good times together. I feel like the chemistry between you is really off the charts between you and this person, really intense, like it's an attraction that you can't possibly ignore. When you look into each other's eyes, you're just like so drawn to each other, is what I'm seeing. And they love it when it's sexy, when it's fun, when it's playful and flirtatious. But you're just like, you've caught feelings now, and they've caught feelings for you, and you're just like, well, that means we've got to kind of develop this. We've got to get to know each other better. Maybe this was supposed to just be for a good time, not for a long time, but you've caught feelings. They have you, right up on the pedestal. They may even be like infatuated with you, right? With your beingness, with the way that you smell, with how magnetic they find you, how attractive they find you. Very intense. It feels like there's a lot of hot and cold here. It feels like it's not the most healthy dynamic right now. I think that you are fully aware of that. You guys, there is twin flame energy in this connection. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just trying to process it all. I think that's why it's quite a difficult connection. It feels quite stormy, quite intense. I think you are mirroring a lot back to each other, reflecting a lot for each other to see in each other's strengths and weaknesses, in your light and shade. And this is all coming to the surface for healing. But this is a purification process. There may be purging, like energetically and emotionally. It's not for the faint of heart. 16. That or 7 may be significant to you. I am perceptive. Understanding the bigger picture. 27 or 9 may be significant. A birthday, a life path number. And 24 or 6 may also be a sign as well. I am generous. I want to get some messages from your person about this situation. So twin flame energy here. Gemini's energy showing up in your reading. Sagittarius and Scorpio as well. Let's see what else we have. Virgo, I see as well. Whoops. Look at this. I am running from my feelings. No shiz, Sherlock. No shiz. That's what's happening here. Running from their feelings. And then, like I was saying, no one compares to you. It doesn't matter if they're dating someone else or they're flirting with someone else or talking to someone else. You don't need to worry. You know, your higher level soulmates, your twin flames. I'm getting more of a twin flame journey here, though. They've got you. The attraction that they have for you is like nothing else compares. And we have I'm afraid of commitment. Like I was saying, they like it easy breezy. They like it light. They like it fun. But when it gets down to it, then they're being asked to transform, to change, to grow. It's like them being made aware of the spiritual nature, of their own spiritual nature, of connection, of love. Like it's not just for a good time, it's for, I don't know, spiritual development, or just like this, the spiritual nature of life is what I want to say. Maybe if they've been living out of their ego, now is the time that that is going to stop, okay? They have been closer to you than anyone else in this world, in this life, in this experience. Which is why, and you know this, you've had these incredibly potent, intimate moments, maybe physical intimacy, maybe through connection and conversation where they've really opened up to you. But now it's like they've gone back into their shell because you're just like, I thought we were making progress. I thought that we'd connected. You were just like, I thought that this is something that we'd done. You know, we've poured our hearts out to each other. You know, you've seen them. You've really seen the real them. And you love that. You love all of them. The light and the shade. You've seen their shadow and you love them anyway. That's what I see here. And you have shared a bond. They have confided in you as well, is what I'm seeing. You know, something that they've told you that they haven't told anyone else, that they never speak of. I don't know, maybe it was just like too much energy for them to process all in one go, or to transform all in one go. And their system, their nervous system has become, or their mind has become overwhelmed in some way. Because they don't know themselves very well, right? They're not very authentic, they're not very true to themselves when it comes to what's important. I feel like they get influenced by other people. Right, they see what their friends are doing, the people around them, or their siblings' relationships, or their parents' relationship, and they see dysfunction and they think it's normal, and then they try and emulate the dysfunction rather than looking for maybe people who are outside of their sphere, who are healthier, having healthy dynamics and healthy connections, and think that's what I want to emulate. That is what we want to be aiming for. So that is an issue. So it's like there's something pulling on their energy as well. Some sort of negative energy attachment that's pulling them away from you. And that's something that you find very confusing, but there's just another energy here that's just pulling on them. Maybe someone from their past. See, in their heart of hearts, their big dream is to have a family, whether that's a real family or a family of fur babies, or just to create like a stable home and a stable environment and a stable foundation to give themselves what they didn't have when they were young or as a child, or you know, just security. The security of having someone to come home to who is safe and has their back. And they really want that, but they act in the way that is opposite to them. I think that they are going to be talking about the commitment and the future with you. I think that they have these influences, where they're being influenced is making it a little bit energetically messy. But I see that this is at the forefront of their mind. The future, security, groundedness, commitment, creating something for the long term. They're going to be talking to you about this. They're going to really raise these issues, and it's not going to need any prompting from you. If you're going to be like, well, where do I stand? What's the future? How do you see me in your future? I think you don't need to do that. It's going to come up of their own. It's going to come from them, and this is what they've been thinking about. They've been avoiding their feelings for way too long. And like the fear is that, you know, they've stuffed down so many emotions now that it's just going to overwhelm them, that they're just going to drown, that they're going to drown in tears or rage or whatever it is. But I see them like the calm after the storm. I see them really settling down, and I see them wanting to talk to you about what's in their mind, about the future. Like what is you've said to them, maybe they ignored it, or they dismissed it, but it did land with them. Like at the time they may have ignored it or dismissed it, but it has landed with them, and they have thought about it in the meantime, and they will, it has given them pause for thought and given them realizations, and they will talk to you about that. That is going to be something that comes out in the open that you're going to be able to discuss in order to shift out of this energy and move this forward in a way that is really positive. Those are your messages today. Let me know how it resonates, or drop a heart down in the comments to claim the energies today. Also, remember to claim your free reading over at Mystic Sense. If you want to find out what is the next chapter in your love connection, then a Mystic Sense advisor can connect to your energy and answer your personal questions. Details are in the description and in my bio. I also have a 20% promo code for a longer reading as well. But I'm sending you so much love. Take care.